It happened in Dallas. The year was 1936. In London, King Edward VIII abdicated the throne for the love of Mrs. Wallis Simpson. In San Francisco, they were building the Golden Gate Bridge. Dictators were on the march in Europe and Asia. But Texas threw a party. It celebrated Texas's 100th anniversary of independence from Mexico. For 6 months, Dallas hosted the wildest, grandest, most wondrous celebration ever seen in Texas, or practically anywhere else for that matter. The party was called the Texas Centennial Exposition, an event so large and festive that it attracted the attention and captured the imagination of an entire nation. It cost millions of dollars, and it changed the way Dallas viewed itself. More than 100,000 people showed up on opening day, about 10 million visitors in all. Even President Roosevelt came.
My friends of Texas, I have come here today to bear the tribute of the nation to you on your 100th birthday, for you are 100 years young.
That it was held in Dallas is surprising. San Antonio had the Alamo, Houston had San Jacinto, but Dallas had civic leaders who simply wanted it more. In the depths of the Depression, Dallas businessmen gambled huge amounts of cash and energy, and they won. Forever after, Dallas would be known as Big D. Visitors to the Centennial marveled at the new transportation building, where automobile manufacturers showcased their newest models. Automobiles changed the city and county. They made it easier to commute between Dallas and Carrollton, Irving, Mesquite, Garland, and DeSoto, and all the other county towns. In 1925, Ford moved to a new and expanded plant in Dallas. Love Field had already become one of the nation's busiest airfields. 10 passenger lines served the area. With the discovery of oil in East Texas in 1930, the area's primary economic base was transformed from cotton to oil. By decade's end, some 20% of Dallas County paychecks were earned in the oil industry. Economic diversity, banking, real estate, insurance, and retail shielded the county from the worst effects of the Depression. Dallas County had always been a place where people pursued a wide range of leisure activities. There were dozens of cinemas and vaudeville houses along Elm Street, a Texas version of the Great White Way. Nearby, one could enjoy the legitimate stage productions of the nationally renowned Dallas Little Theater. The Art Museum and Symphony Orchestra were gaining in prominence, and with the Centennial came an aquarium and a natural history museum.
Now when you go down to Deep Ellum just to have a little fun, you better have your $15 when the policeman comes. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues.
Down on Deep Ellum, on the eastern edge of downtown, could be heard a different sound, the incomparable blues.
Hot dog. I mean red hot.
Sometime around World War I, Blind Lemon Jefferson and Leadbelly and others began composing and performing blues. The musical tradition was born that would endure into the 21st century.
I love it, feel on the land. I know how you love your old trick.
Growth that brought progress, but also problems. Overcrowding, poverty, social upheaval. the rise of the Ku Klux Klan in the 1920s created turmoil and a challenge to the county. Rigid segregation continued in the areas of housing, employment, transportation, and education. In the 1930s, the Great Depression robbed so many Dallas area workers of their jobs. Farmers and merchants suffered foreclosures and bankruptcies. The notorious duo of Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow appeared. They and their cohorts embarked on a sensational crime spree that captivated the nation. In addition to robberies and kidnappings, they committed 12 murders before they were killed in a 1934 ambush in Louisiana. Texans had fought for their freedom in 1836. Now, 100 years later, a far larger conflict loomed. Hitler's troops were on the march. Poland fell, and then France, and then came Pearl Harbor. More than 52,000 Dallas County residents served in the armed forces. War had a profound impact on Dallas County's growth. More than 200,000 newcomers arrived to work in defense plants. Hensley Field, near Grand Prairie, became a center for the training of military pilots. North American Aviation opened a huge new plant in Grand Prairie. Ultimately, 39,000 workers built the P-51 Mustang fighter, the T-6 Texan trainer, and the B-25 Mitchell bomber. County towns such as Garland and Grand Prairie, where defense plants were located, grew exponentially. The 1936 Texas Centennial was a celebration of the past. It was also a celebration of the future. It captured the spirit of what the city and the surrounding county could be. And when the war was over, and the men and women who served came home, it was time again to think about the future.
Here's a real thrill for you, the Rocket Speedway. This is the first American appearance of this new ride. It's imported from England, you know. Jolly old England, but be careful there, you drop your H's. Watch, there goes the rocket ship at a terrific rate, swinging almost upside down. Zoom, watch that curve. And here's another place to watch the curve. Now watch closely and the man will demonstrate a scientific way to pop popcorn. Radio waves do the job between two jars of cold water. Step right up, folks, popcorn, 5 a bag. A new city, a great city, a city of 1,000 sights and 1,000 wonders. Small wonder, then, that the whole nation is talking about this big Texas exposition.